So this is the bed fully made up, which is 1.20 m wide down to 1.20 m of length, which basically covers the shoulders and the hips. And then for the final bit, I've got two thinner pieces of 60 by 60, which make up the foot end, which rests on a piece of ply, which rests on two of the grey boxes. And I've got a couple of other pieces, well, another piece of ply at home, so I could make up the entire bed of 1.20 m by 1.80 m, but for my uses at the moment, that smaller piece at the end just for the feet is good enough. The bed into sofa mode. First of all, I'll pillows out of the way, turn the foam panels the other way. This piece of ply we slide under the first piece of ply, and you can see where the bed rests when it's in bed mode. And then all we need to do is, you can see the grey boxes which have been moved out halfway to support the bed. So move the boxes back, there we are, and then we have one piece of foam as a backrest and another piece of foam to sit on, and that's the bed in sofa mode. Occasionally I need to transport objects because of my job as a handyman, and so sometimes I need more of the van space available, and so the bed sofa arrangement was designed specifically so I could pack it away to almost nothing. So here's what we do. With the pillows out of the way, one of the pieces of foam I put up in the roof. Basically there's a bungee here, there's a second bungee there, so that takes one of the pieces of foam out of the way, and then for the rest all we need to do is fold up the bed section, which clips against the wall, and then all we need to do, if we wish, is take out all the boxes, and we've got basically the entire load space of the van available. Now, one of the things I had to think about when designing the seating was the height, because it had to be far enough off the ground to be comfortable in the sense of how your legs bend and where your feet sit, so that's ergonomically important, but also enough head height. So if you look here, the bend of my knees is quite comfortable, quite normal. I'm not like this, or I'm not with my legs hanging in space. And also, with this piece of foam off the roof, like so, there's enough height just for me to sit comfortably. Important considerations. Ideally, a chair should have a backward tilt, a bit like this, but that's a bit difficult to implement with this kind of design. But quite comfortable, especially with a couple of cushions. Another thing to note is that because I've got the loose piece of ply, if I slide that out to there, then for example, I can heat up things on the jet boil. Also, I can use the washing up bowl, and I can sit down here and do my washing up. So the idea is it's practical and modular, but the van, like all self-builds, is a work in progress. So it may develop and change as I use the van more in different circumstances. So far the weather's been particularly good, so I've been able to keep doors open to let lots of light in. I've been outdoors a lot. How I would feel about how the van works may change if, for example, the weather goes bad and I'm stuck in for a few days. So, as I say, work in progress.